We'll leave that on for a second. Alright, what's up, everyone? What is up, everyone? It's gonna wait a few seconds for this live stream to kick on in, guys, because it normally takes a good few, like half a minute for the live streams to kick in on YouTube, so I apologize in advance. Okay? So check it out, guys. Hopefully, okay, we got a few people in the chat. Okay, hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday. It's Sunday night, guys. Of course, before the big day tomorrow, guys. Before the big work day tomorrow. Okay, the day that everyone is looking forward to by the weekend. All right, getting back to work tomorrow, guys. All right, getting back to work tomorrow. Everyone should be doing that as it's Sunday. People are gearing up, to get back into the flow of things. If you guys take the weekends off, yo, shout out to Albania, brother. Much love from Ireland to Albania, my brother. Today, we have most definitely the most important video I've ever made in my YouTube motivational career. Let's call it a career, guys. Anyways, all jokes aside, guys, it's Sunday, okay? And today is pretty much either a depressing day if you guys love your work, or it's a happy day, if you guys, love your work. Me, personally, I kind of love what I do right now, guys. I don't really take a whole bunch of time off. I think if you guys kind of grow to love what you do, you'll eventually grow to where you won't fear the Sunday. I remember I used to work, guys, some jobs working in factories, working in shops, and I was like, goddamn, like, I actually fear going to work on Monday because work sucks so much. Like, the Sundays were actually shit, guys, and not for nothing, I might even get a sales job again, okay? If you guys are lucky enough to be able to get a job, quite easily, whatever, a sales position or working as a manager somewhere, you guys are blessed, man. So don't ever think that because you have to work, it's a sin, guys, okay? A lot of people nowadays are lazy. They don't want to work. They don't want to do hard things. So kind of switch your mindset in that, guys. And today we're going to be talking about the most important topic I've ever talked about on YouTube. I know the other videos I say, oh man, this is the most important topic. This is the most important topic. This really today, guys, this is the most important topic, bro. And much love to a lot of the other YouTubers. Gave me this idea today. Another Irish YouTuber as well gave me this idea. Much love to Tyg. I don't think, he has like 500 subscribers. Go subscribe to his channel. I don't think people, even when they type in my name, sometimes it doesn't pop up, guys. When you don't have that many subscribers, unfortunately, YouTube sucks like that, okay? It doesn't show your channel, unless you have a lot of subscribers. So, keep pushing, brother. We'll all make it one day, as Ziz used to say. We'll all make it. But, here's the thing, guys. Life changes drastically after 25. For men specifically, I don't think I don't think that women are exempt from this as well. I think it changes dramatically as well for everyone in a multitude of ways, guys. In a multitude of ways. And these videos are blowing up on YouTube. These videos are massively blown up on YouTube. A lot of people say, what's up, brother? Ayaz, what's up, brother? What am I doing? I'm doing a motivational live stream, bro. So stay tuned, okay? Anyways, I think that people don't understand how much it changes. Not only in certain perspectives like, your work or what you're doing, guys, but also just in the ways of like how society chooses to actually look at you and the lens that society views you in after 25, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'll read all the comments at the end, guys. I'm doing great, brother. I appreciate you. Much love, Chris. I appreciate you, brother. So the big enchilada, guys, today, the big flippin' taco, the big issue of today is how does it change at 25, and how can you guys negate things to make your life better? Also, life changes dramatically after 30, guys, hugely. Okay, I haven't even hit 30 yet, guys, and I can already tell that life is gonna be just wild the next few years, guys. Just off the bat, guys, just right off the bat, as sort of a overarching view of how life is from the ages of like 18 to 25 is so much different than how life is from 25 to 30 and onwards, okay? I've listened to other people talk about how life is even after 30. And it seems drastically different to anything that I was used to doing beforehand, guys. 18 to 25 for guys is almost like preseason. It's like a warm-up match, guys. It's absolutely crazy. And, you know, when people say, hey, it's like a warm-up match, I don't want you guys to get the idea to not be working hard. You know, from your ages of 18 to 25, let's just take it from a training perspective. You guys want to hit the weights? You guys want to get jacked, bro? Yeah? This shit is really hard. After like 26, 27, I've noticed this year at 29, guys, just turned 29, that the training and my recovery, oh my God, bro, the recovery. Okay, if I'm not on my game with my diet, which I am, guys, I'm on my game with my diet for the most part. Okay, I like to indulge once in a while. Okay, I don't drink that much or anything like that, guys. Very, very rarely. This year, I went out a few weeks ago. You can indulge once in a while, but for the most part, guys, we're sticking to the diet. We're sticking to the game plan. We're getting after it every single week. But your recovery after 25 is dramatically different than like when you were 18, guys. I remember when I was like 19, bro. I would do like a leg day, and then I would just, a day later, I'd still be sore and stuff, but a day or two later, I could still train pretty easily. Like, it was like nothing for me to just bust out a huge 2-hour leg day, and I'd be gaining weight. I'd be gaining like, no cap, guys. You guys think I'm lying? I'd be gaining like crazy amount of weight every single like few months, right? Like, whereas now the weight that you gain, guys, if you're not really specific to your diet, you're gonna gain way more fat than you are gonna gain muscle. Okay, that's because your body is kind of slowly deteriorating over time. Now, this isn't the norm. Okay, this is the norm for a reason, guys. All right, bye, brother. This is the norm for a reason, though. The reason your body is deteriorating is not because of genetics or whatever you guys want to say. Oh, over time you get worse. That's not the case at all, guys. You can still be really fit, really healthy, ripped abs up to about 50, in my personal opinion, maybe even 57, like Dr. Sean Baker, a carnivore doctor who I've done a podcast with. Okay, he looks incredible. He's nearly 60. He beats most 20-year-olds in the damn rowing machine. Okay, but you guys need to build it up over time. Okay, thank the Lord, and I'm very happy of these things that I've done in the past to make me blessed in the future. Just certain things, guys. One of them was lifting weights. Starting to lift weights at 15, 16, guys, sets you up for a good base. Sets you up for a good base for the rest of your life, okay? It makes it so that you're able to understand the discipline and hard work it takes on your diet, on your flipping workouts, on your self-discipline. This kind of leads over to every aspect of life, guys, okay? Not drinking too much, not smoking, not doing drugs, not eating really unhealthy, moving around. All these different things, guys, will really impact you later on in life. But that's just taking it from a physical standpoint, 18 to 25. Okay, let's look at it from a from a societal point of view, guys. How society views you after 25. Like I said, guys, even up to 30, you guys could push this out to 30, bro. Society looks at men specifically from ages of 18 to 30 as sort of a warm-up, sort of a pre-season game that's getting ready for the rest of your life. Okay, that's why a lot of guys join the military, okay? That's what, to get experience. This is the time when you have the most energy in life, and you should be experiencing and doing the most things, guys, okay? You should be, maybe if you want to join the army, get some skills there. If you guys want to go to college for 4 years, if you guys want to work a job for 4 or 5 years, whatever the case is, guys, make sure you're doing a lot of work in before your 30s, because I'll tell you guys, it's not that you slow down physically. For me personally, and I think this goes for a lot of people, you actually do get better over time. Okay, and you do get better up till about 40, 45, I would imagine. Even later, 50 is fine, guys. You can still be really fit in your 50s, of course. But before you're 30 is when you have an immense amount of energy, and you should be pushing the flipping envelope in your studies, in your businesses, in your flipping whatever, everything that you do, guys, in your education, right? Everything that you're doing should be leading up to your 30s, okay? What do they always say? Like, your 18s to 30s is like the warm-up, and then your 30s is like when you start to kind of make money and start to kind of get the progress going, and you start to really drive on and make a lot of success in your life. And it seems kind of wild, because people would say, well, Chris, what do you mean? Like you should be making and being successful in your 20s. And that's true, guys. Of course, if you guys started young at 18 to 25, but unfortunately, most people, including myself, guys, you know, didn't really have that forward thinking. I didn't really have that foresight, okay? You're too busy partying, you're too busy going out with friends, you're too busy doing all this like reckless shit, right? That really doesn't matter at all, okay? And that reckless shit, guys, is fine, okay? Don't regret it or anything like that, but use it now as motivation for the future. Okay, I've already done this, guys. I've already partied in the club, in the pub, whatever. I've already gone out with friends multiple times in my lifetime. I know what it's like to party with women and do this type of stuff, drink and stuff. You've already experienced that stuff, so don't use that as a crutch later on in life, okay? Because some people don't experience that stuff, and then you kind of go through like a midlife crisis. You see a lot of people at like 40, 50, 30, and they're like, oh my god, like I have to experience all these different things that I never got to experience as a kid because I didn't have the friend group or I didn't have the money or whatever the case may be, guys. So make sure to get all that shit out of your system before 25. And I noticed, guys, a huge difference after 25 in just the way, like, when you go out, okay, with your friends and stuff. Not in the way that people talk to you or whatever, but just in the way you feel about yourself, guys. The perception of yourself is completely different, guys. You know, when you're 19, guys, and you're partying, you know, having fun, people kind of expect you to do that, okay? But when you're my age, guys, 29 and shit, even, you know, after 25, I've just noticed like this switch at 20, 25, like, is really when you become a man. That's really the age where you're like, I'm a man right now. Because people say 21, but really 25 is a little bit later because you need the experience. You know, you need to build that experience over time of like going through different jobs, guys, going through different hardships like college degrees, going through different, you know, negative phases, also different positive, great phases. You know, you're enjoying college as well. You're having a great, you feel like the man, right? So these different phases of life happen up to about 25, and then at 25 you really should be critiquing and knowing where you're going, okay? You should have a goal in mind. Whereas up to about 25 for me, there was really no goal, guys, unfortunately. Okay, there was no path where I saw that was linear, like, okay, I can become successful in this area if I just work hard at this area. Normally, what people will tell you, okay, especially in college, is this area is what you want to stick at because, you know, you can move up the chain, move up the sort of ladder, okay, get more money, more experience, become like a manager of a company, that type of thing, and get better over time. Whereas that might not be for you guys, okay, especially if you're watching this video, guys. That might be, you know, some other job opportunity that you want to go for. That may be something else you guys want to do in the future. But as right now, guys, up to 25, you're thinking, maybe that's, you know, just to go on the linear route is everything, and the be all and the be all and end all, okay? Go on that sort of linear route. And it's not, guys. Definitely not for a lot of people. So make sure to try different things, guys, as well. Okay, so we looked at the society beliefs, guys. Society looks at you in a different way. Also, you know, trying different things, man. Just saying to yourself, well, if this area doesn't work out, I can try something else. I can do something else, okay? After 30, guys, you'll have more responsibility. You know, people won't look at you the same way. If you're trying these different things and not successful, you know, people won't be as gracious, okay, when you're trying to, you know, try different hobbies and things like that, guys. It'll be looked at as more as a hobby, and you'll have more responsibility. So make sure to get all that stuff tried out and done in your 20s, guys. Make sure that your 20s are amazingly, you know, amazingly different. I was actually out on Friday, maybe. Didn't drink or anything like that. Was just hanging out with friends. But I was walking back to the car, and I overheard a guy say, yo, you only have an hour left in your 30s. And they're all celebrating and stuff. I think, like, obviously it was, like, his birthday or whatever. And very interesting, guys. When I was like, oh, damn, that's going to be me in a year, right? You start thinking about yourself, then you start thinking about that kind of self-perspective, right? And you start to think, okay, well, this is how I want to be. This is the path that I want to take right here. So you're experiencing different things, you know, up to 30, up to a certain age, and then you're kind of critiquing exactly how to move forward from those things. Okay, so you start off in one area, then you're trying different areas, whatever you're trying. As you know, maybe when you're younger, you're gonna try whatever, uh, a business or a linear passage, whatever the case may be, and you're going from there. So you're kind of critiquing the different, different areas of your own purpose. Okay, so that's up to about 25, guys. It definitely uh, increases competitiveness. Okay, when you get to a certain age too, guys. When you're after 25, there is like that financial independence that you guys need as well. Not relying on people, not relying on different places to be, or traveling to a certain destination. Whatever you guys are doing, man, make sure to focus on building that up over time. So also, just your own self-improvement and growth, guys. So I just have a list of stuff written down here, guys. This is a very important topic, so I had to write a bunch of different stuff down. So the mental toughness as well, guys. Okay, by 25, especially by 30, you really should have a tough, thick skin, guys. You shouldn't be so concerned with different things, okay, different aspects, and different emotions that you guys feel. So you should be able to now know by that age, okay, that this is how things go. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. Your emotional control should be amazing. You should have amazing resilience and be able to kind of go with the flow over time, guys. It shouldn't be, you have one negative experience with mates and stuff, and then you're upset for 3 weeks, because that's not how it should be, okay? Your emotional control after 25 should be just completely different from when you were like 19, okay? Completely different. And same at 29, guys, okay? It's way better. Okay, and for guys, for sure, guys, over time you get better. Definitely for women as well, guys, that societal pressures that you guys will experience is like, you should have a family by a certain age, you should have kids by a certain age, you should have be married by a certain age. I think there's like this phrase in Japan where they said that it's called something like some Japanese phrase, and it basically means like old stock, like an old cow or old horse or something like that. That if you're a woman and you don't have kids by 33 or something, then or 23 actually, yeah, by 23, some young age, 25 or something, then you're like very old. So because they obviously have kids younger and stuff like that. So be understanding that the sort of linear path isn't for everyone, guys. That's not exactly how it is going to be for you, okay? Maybe you guys watched a lot of Disney movies or read a lot of Disney flipping movies, and all these different sort of like manipulating sort of aspects, and manipulating informational people, or whatever they would say on online, or when you were younger, that sort of manipulate people to say, here's exactly what you have to have done by a certain age, guys. And really, man, when you get to a certain age and you don't like the way that your life is planned out, guys, you can always change it, man. Don't ever think that there's a sort of like a dead end goal, and that you can't get better or you can't change a certain direction. There's always time for change, guys, okay? But unfortunately, like I said, the societal pressures, by 30, you should have it all figured out, guys. You should have your flipping car figured out. You should have your house figured out. Okay, you should have your family. You should have your flipping really good career that you're working on. But in 2024, guys, that is just not the case, right? I know so many people that have degrees, master degrees. I know this one guy doing like a PhD. He can't even find a job, guys. He was trying to find a job for years, and then he just got a job working in a gym. Like this dude had a PhD and he's like cleaning floors. So just understand, guys, this sort of ups and downs and the sort of linear path that people think is going to happen really isn't going to be you, guys. Anything that you think you're going to be when you're younger to becoming now is totally not what's going to happen. So make sure that you're pursuing your goals, though. Don't be just leaving the goals to be on the back burner. You know what I mean? Make sure the goals are there at the forefront. So the realization, guys, is that you're really not going to be the sort of top dog in every single moment, guys. You're not going to be like this top figure in every environment anymore, okay? There's always going to be people better than you, okay? People are super ambitious. People will work 16 hours a day, okay? People will work 25 hours a day, okay? If you think you're working harder than the next guy, you're probably not, guys. You know what I mean? And it will show and reflect in your work. I was listening to a guy recently, and he was talking about, man, I used to post, I think he was saying I used to post like, once a day or something like that for like 3 years. I'm like, dude, I used to post 25 videos a day. You guys can go check out my catalog. I nearly have 7,000 videos, long-term videos. I remember I was getting like anxiety sitting at the laptop, like crazy headaches and stuff from just working all day. So just understand, guys, in my personal opinion, I don't think there's anything as burnout, okay? Burnout kind of is just like you're not getting results and maybe you feel super tired after work or whatever. But that sort of I apologize, guys. That sort of long that sort of long term goal that you have. Hold on, guys. Let me just take a sip of water right here. That sort of long term goal that you guys have is going to be knocked off, okay? In every aspect, guys. Whatever the case may be, guys. If you think you're working harder than the next guy, and then you come to work one day and then he gets the promotion, you don't, it probably was because he was working harder. Sometimes people know each other as well. There's outside factors, but at the same time, guys, you never really know what's gonna happen, bro. Don't even be too upset about this sort of external factors to this stuff. So, but that societal pressure, guys, as well. The work-life balance as well. Ambition and drive. It's gonna come with a price, guys. Unfortunately, if you guys are super focused on one thing, like I said, I was doing 20 videos a day, 15 videos a day. I neglected a ton of other things, guys, okay? But luckily, the channel took off, guys. Now, if the channel didn't take off, well, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be pretty pissed off, okay? But it's good to go all in on some things, okay? Especially if you guys think that it's kind of the number one thing for you. I think you get to a certain age as well, at 25, 26, like I said, is a massive life-changing moment for me. I was like, this is not really what I want to do, guys. I remember I got a job working in like a factory and like for like 2 or 3 months. I was friends with these old friends. We're not friends anymore because they just got pissed off because I was in YouTube and stuff, but or whatever. I don't even know. They were mad. They couldn't like get girlfriends or something like that, and they were like jealous or something. It was really weird. People get jealous, but I remember talking to these guys being like, they work in factories as well, and me just sitting there like, is this it, like? Because no one here owns a house. Like there was a room full of 5 guys, and they all, I think only like one of them drove a car or whatever, and then it's just like, oh well, they're like, have you not moved out of your house yet? And I'm like, I haven't moved out of my parents' house yet. No, I remember like now I've moved to Dublin and for a few months, and I come back once in a while. I kind of move around for a few months every now and again. Now, okay, after I've that was 3 years ago. I kind of had a falling out with these friends. So I've kind of done different things, done different moves since then. But at the time, I haven't moved out of my house, guys. And they're like, have you not moved out? And I'm thinking to myself, bro, these guys, there's 5 guys that live in a house together. Like, this is not what I want to be doing for the rest of my life, because no one here is going to be able to afford a down payment or a mortgage for a house. Okay, their wages aren't enough, okay? If they get a partner, maybe, but who wants to be relying on someone else, guys? You want to be earning more money, okay? And that's the way to earn more money, is to start a business, become more ambitious, work harder, okay? And the hard work just wasn't there, guys. It was more of a partying environment, and truth be told, guys, after a certain age too, man, you'll really only be able to meet friends, like, maybe once a week, on nights out, maybe once a month, once in a while. Stuff will become a lot more pressurized, okay? Because every single day counts now. When you're 18 to 20, guys, I don't even remember from 18 to 21. I'm going to be honest, guys. 22, I think I started to remember, like, it's kind of a bit of a blur. Because I was doing nothing, guys. I was just partying, hanging out with friends. I was working odd jobs, just doing bullshit here and there. And this is the time I kind of realized, though, at like 19, I was like, I could not do this shit for the rest of my life. I remember, like, vividly, I was working in a shop taking coal, like picking up coal and like shifting like big, 40 kilo bags of coal bringing them to people in their cars. Like I remember one day I brought like 20 bags of coal into this guy's car. It was like my back was broken after it, and which is not much, guys. At 19, I was strong. I could do this shit. It's easy, right? But I remember just being like stiff as hell, being like, oh man, that shit was kind of tough, whatever. And I remember like not getting paid any extra, like getting paid like shit, like at the end of the week for like a hard, laborious job. And I was like, this is just whack, bro. There's got to be an easier way to make money than most people at this time, guys. I think they just tap out, guys. I think a lot of people, not just Gen Z, guys, you know, millennials as well, we just tap out. We say, okay, I'm going to go travel. I'm going to go travel abroad and just do whatever, not succumb to my pressures of stuff. And it's cool if you're working abroad and, you have a degree or you have like whatever, a certificate or whatever, or if you're working somewhere that's kind of cool, or if you just want to travel, it's fine. But this sort of cop out where it's like you have to go traveling. This is the big thing nowadays, guys. You have to travel everywhere. You have to see the world. I'll be honest with you guys. That's the biggest load of horseshit I've ever heard in my life. They just don't want you to become successful, okay? All the people I know that are successful, they only travel for like holidays with their girl to like Greece for like a week or something, okay? When you're going on these big, long, year-long traveling holidays, I don't know anyone that does that that's like really successful, that has a lot of money. I don't know anyone that does that, okay? Because when you do these big, long traveling, crazy like 2 years in flipping Thailand and stuff where there's just no money being made and whatever, you're like a lifeguard by the beach and shit. It's like a cop-out, guys. A lot of these things are like cop-outs, and they kind of lie to you in between secondary school and college. They say, hey, you have to go travel, you have to go see the world. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I've seen the world, man. The shit, it's all the same, guys. From Italy to Ireland to England, it's all the same. All the same architecture, all the same bullshit. One place is a little bit warmer. I was born abroad in the Middle East, same shit, a little bit more money. Was in America, was in Canada, same shit, all the same places. It's just that a mindset shift, guys. You have to be understanding like, okay, there's more to life than just traveling. All these different vices that people throw at you. And yeah, just understand, guys, quit wasting your time, bro. Even the waste of time I had from 18 to 25 was such a waste of time. I would just do shit that was such a waste of time. Like, even I remember in college sitting there and just watching full like NFL games. Like, I'm not even American. I don't even have a team that I like. It was like motivation to work out and stuff, but it was just the biggest load of bullshit. Just sitting there watching NFL games, like with friends, just sitting there in the flipping IT labs or the library or whatever, just watching the flipping NFL game or some bullshit basketball, like, and just being like, this is like entertaining to me. But I was so brain dead and so psyoped and so flipping drone like, before 25, that I was like, oh, this is fun. This is like what I should be doing. Everyone else is doing it. Everyone else is watching the flipping Super Bowl or the flipping World Cup final. But it's like, dude, the World Cup final, are you getting paid for that shit? Like, are you making any money from that stuff, guys? It's just a useless drone bullshit activity that people just put on you. And I'll never forget, guys, one pivotal moment. I was at my friend's house years ago. I don't want to say who and stuff, but their mom or dad, I won't even say who, mom or dad, but they were like screaming at the TV, like going crazy, like for their country, and it was like the Olympic Games or something, and they were like screaming at the TV, like going crazy, and they actually won, right? They're like, woohoo, like we won, and I was like, what the fuck did we win? Like, I feel like we just lost time, honestly. Like, really? Like, they won the 400 meters or whatever, and I don't even want to go into all that, guys, but it was like it was just the stupidest shit. I was like, this is like not how I want to be living my life. Like, obsessed with other people, having other men's names on the back of my t-shirt and all this shit. Like, this is just some lame shit, guys. Like, when you really boil it down, if you're like a masculine man, you want your own shit, guys. Like, you don't want to be flipping watching other guys collect money and collect paychecks while your ass is flipping doing shit and you're not getting any money. Like, that's some bullshit, guys. That's like some psyop, psychological operation that they've, taught us to be like, guys. Go watch the game, guys. Why are you watching Arsenal every weekend? Like, especially if you haven't got any money, guys. Especially if you're not in the place where you want to be at. Especially if you're not happy with your life. Like, why are you sitting down to why are you sitting down to play PlayStation? Just ask yourself that shit. I used to be the same way. During the pandemic, bro, I remember I used to play PlayStation with those same friends, man. These same loser friends, bro. 5 of them just living in a house together. Just loser bullshit, guys. no ambition, just nothing. Never talked about making money, never talked about business, never talked about any of that stuff, guys. Just party, 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 and nonsense, right? And I remember sitting down playing PlayStation with these guys for like 15 hours and being like, Jesus. And they worked in factories and shit. And it's okay working in a factory, but let's talk about that, guys. At a certain age, you know, and I'm not saying it's at 25, I'm not saying it's 30, but maybe at 35, okay, people talk about living at home is lame. You know, if you're working as a waiter, if you're working in a factory and you're on the line, guys, at 35, the shit isn't cool anymore. And I'm not hating on those jobs, guys, okay? Like I said, I'm not hating on those jobs. But we all know, guys, society looks down on you if you don't have a good career profession by 35, or a business or some sort of money coming in, okay? Or your own shit, guys, right? By a certain age. So that's the whole thing with that, guys. I would get a job tomorrow in a factory. I don't give a shit. Me personally, I don't care about societal pressures. But fact be told, guys, you know, if you're going on a date with a girl and she's a flipping dentist and you're a flipping whatever, you know, doesn't matter, guys. Name some shit job that doesn't even matter, guys. You know, that the boss doesn't give a shit about you. You know, eventually you're gonna feel the pressures of society, and it's not so much that you guys care, but you will feel that, guys. If you have any sort of internal dialogue, any sort of self-reflecting, okay, when you're just working, I don't know, guys, as like in a library or whatever, you know, as like a flipping college student, that's fine at 23. At 19, I'd work any job. Okay, at 24 I would, but at 35, are you guys gonna be still working these shitty jobs, guys? And this is the thing, man. You need to start thinking long term. You're still young, guys. If you're under 30, you're still ridiculously young. It's like you haven't even started yet, in my personal opinion. Okay, as a guy, as a man, all right, you haven't even started yet. But start thinking for the long term, bro. All right, do I really want to be working whatever? I can't even think of a shit job. Every job I think of is like pretty actually good, because I don't think any job is shit or any time is wasted like that. I don't think any job is useless or whatever. But let's just say these jobs that don't respect you, that don't give you status, okay? Whatever job you guys think of. You know, if you're a flipping writer or what, you know, some job that's like useless, right? You guys can make one up in your head or whatever. Doesn't really matter. To me, it'll be different to what you guys think. But society just looks down on that job, guys. You know, unfortunately, it's a shit way about society. You know, if you're not a manager, if you're not something like that, guys, people will say, hey, like, what have you been doing all those years? Like, you're 35 years old. You should have a degree. You should be a manager of a company. You know, you shouldn't be waiting tables in a restaurant at 35. Like, that's not me saying that. I don't give a shit. I don't judge anyone. You guys know me, bro. I walk around in sweatpants and flipping tank tops. Look at this shit, guys. Dude, I go to town wearing flipping shorts tucked underneath my damn jocks. You know, I wear jocks, shorts, and sweatpants and a t-shirt, fucking hat, whatever. I go wherever, guys. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit, guys. I'm not really too into societal type of shit, but people will look down on you. Like, that's just the straight up, you know, if you're a waiter at flipping McDonald's or some shit, guys, people at 35 will be like, what were you doing all those years? You know, you had from 18 to 35 to get a degree, to get flipping some job, to work your way up the corporate ladder. You know what I mean? What the fuck, you know, what the hell were you doing, right? And I don't like that, guys. I think personally that's some bullshit, you know, to try and put pressure on you. Or some woman will say, hey, like, I don't want to date a guy who, you know, waits tables at flipping wherever, guys, some restaurant, right? A flipping fish and chip shop. You know, I don't want to date a guy who does that type of thing. And that's the shit societal pressures, guys. And by 35, you should have been thinking long term, guys. So make sure at 30, okay, at 25, guys, at 25 to 35, that's a good 10 years, man, to sort your life out. A perfect 10 years. And that's right around the time where I started to sort my shit out, guys, at about 24, 25, 24 really, okay? Which still is super late, guys. 24 is late, okay? I had a degree, okay? I had a pretty good degree. I have a sales and marketing degree. And I worked many jobs up to that certain point, guys. But I think then at like 25, I realized, Jesus, like, I don't want to be just working these sales jobs, making $3,000 a month for the rest of my life. That's good and fine, guys. I can go back into that. Hell, I might even be in that next year. You never know, guys, how things change. I might do a sales job next year. I'd love to even do it again, okay? But, you know, you just gotta understand, guys, if you don't want something, if you're sick and tired of working for some shit and some guy's telling you, hey, you're not really speaking that well on over the phone, or, you know, you're not doing enough sales or whatever, guys. Just some bullshit. You guys know, like the manager's like, oh, you took a break to go to the bathroom. That's half an hour pay cut, or some bullshit. Like that's my manager used to say that. You're not allowed to go to the bathroom. Like I was like, what? Anyways, we'll get into that. Let me talk about that for a second, guys. I was working in a health food shop. I have so many flipping stories, guys. I was working in a health food shop and the toilet broke in one shop in the store, right? So I said I'm gonna go into the grocery store, the Tesco's, right? That was right beside it, and use their bathroom. You know what I mean? Because I had to go take a piss, right? And they said, "Where are you going? You can't just walk out of work, all this stuff." I'm like, "I just went to the bathroom," like, and they're like, and I was literally like 30 seconds, bro, like literally just 30 seconds. Like, no, like you have to use this bathroom. I'm like, the toilet is clogged, dude. I don't, I don't want to cause a backup, piss all over the floor, some bullshit, all this type of stuff, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do this bullshit. All right, I had to go to the bathroom, so it was just outrageous, guys. Like your managers and your bosses will just make you just do so much bullshit, and more often than not, guys, you'll also understand. And this is me coming from a sort of an arrogant standpoint, and I'll talk about arrogance in a second, guys, okay, because we're going to talk about ultimate self-belief in a second, okay. I haven't even got started on this video. This will come from a point, if you guys want to do your own thing, maybe work on something else, the whole pressures of your job, the whole pressures of your manager, when your manager is going to say to you, hey, do this, or you're not doing this properly. I was just standing there like, I'm making more sales than you. I speak better than you. I'm faster at the job. I'm better than you in every single aspect. I could do this much better than you. And then I went on YouTube and I was like, these reactors are shit. They're corny. They're whack. I could do it much better than you, And I heard Tom Brady say today how delusional he was, okay? When he saw the guy, he was a backup quarterback, and when he saw the main quarterback throw the ball, he said, I can throw it better than you. And this guy was earning $100 million over a 5-year deal. He was so arrogant and so cocky. He said, I can do it better than you. And this is the thing, guys. When people say this guy's cocky, this guy's arrogant, you guys kind of need a little bit of that. Now, I don't show this around people. I'm not going to be like saying the shit to people and whatever, guys. Like, I'm better than you. And, this sort of stupid mentality. Okay, of course not. But you guys also have to be confident in your abilities to be like, okay, this guy sucks. I can do much better than him. And people don't like that, guys. And this is why they don't like cocky, arrogant people, because life is one big competition, guys. Okay, we're all in a competition together. Your neighbors, your friends, whatever. I know you guys don't want to think that it is, but you are. And you know who's winning and who's losing. Okay, physically, mentally, okay, emotionally, spiritually, monetary-wise. Your flipping neighbors may be winning monetarily right now at this moment, but everything's a big cycle, guys. You understand? Everything is one big cycle. They're going up, and they're at the peak. They're the top dog right now, and you're kind of down here eating shit for the time being. But eventually, you'll be top dog, and they'll be back down here, guys. Because it's all cyclical. Life is just cyclical. Never make fun of people when you're up, because you'll see them coming down as well, guys. You understand? So just know that's kind of how, the competition is, bro. And if someone, let's say, is really good at one aspect, like I said, monetary-wise, you may be physically better, or you may be smarter, or you may be, more educated. So there's always this massive competition that people don't like. And when you say, I can do this better than you, you're basically saying to them, when you say, I'm really good at this job, okay, you're basically saying to this person that you're not that good. It's time for me to take over your position. That's basically what you're saying. So people will get mad at that, guys. Like, people will 100% get mad at that, and they'll say, oh, you're arrogant, you're cocky. Well, here's the thing, guys. You have to be in some way, and this leads beautifully into the next topic. You have to be in some sort of way, have like an ultimate self-belief in yourself, guys. Sort of like an ultimate self-belief, not even a little bit of self-belief, like an ultimate self-belief in yourself, that you are better than certain people in certain areas, okay? When a guy, let's just take it from Instagram or whatever, it doesn't matter, YouTube. When you start a channel on YouTube, guys, you're basically saying to everyone else on YouTube, hey, I'm here now, and I'm coming to take your spot. and I'm coming to take your money. That's basically what you're saying to people, because there's only a certain amount of spots, even though, you know, rising tides raises all ships, and there's enough room to eat for everyone. When you come to your friends and say, you know, I want to do this. I want to do this whole social media thing or whatever. I want to join this firefighter position. I want to do this position in the flipping army or whatever. It doesn't really matter what position it is, because there's only a limited number of spaces in that position in that area. Okay, you're basically announcing to everyone, hey, I think I can do it better than you. Okay, that's what you're saying, guys. Like, as much as people don't want to admit that shit, so that's all you're saying, guys. So don't be upset if people get upset about this sort of arrogance that you guys have. Don't be an arrogant asshole like, hey, I'm better than everyone, and you're walking around and you think that everyone looks at you and all. This is dumb shit. I see people like this. I'm like, oh my god, bro, you give people a bad name. But I'm gonna talk about that in a different video. I just want to finish this one up, guys, with the ultimate self-belief. Okay, just hold up. All right, now the ultimate self-belief is what you guys need to become any way half successful, guys. Okay. And I have my points written down here. So the ultimate self-belief is a skill, guys, okay? It's really not so much as a thought, guys. It's more of a skill that can be trained and practiced, okay? It's like a muscle, guys. You guys go to the gym every single day, you're pumping up your biceps, whatever. Self-belief that you think, you know, you're kind of delusional. Like, man, I could be like the next biggest whatever. I could be the next Mr. Beast, you know? And people do say that. You know, when I see the next Mr. Beast, when I see people doing the same content as Mr. Beast, I'm like, dog, you are even crazier than me, guys. Like, I'm only doing a little tiny channel, getting a few thousand a month, you know, not even anything major. When I see people saying, I want to be the next Mr. Beast, I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, you understand he's making like 10 million flipping every few days from his content, and you know, they're trying to replicate his stuff. They're basically saying that I'm just as good as you. Okay, I'm just as good as you, Mr. Beast. Is wild stuff, guys. It's crazy. But the daily exercises that you can do, guys, can kind of make you train that self-belief, okay? It's a skill. Okay? So, make sure you're authentically allowing yourself to outgrow other people, okay? So, like I said before, guys, if let's say you have a group of friends, bro, and they're not really on the same wavelength as you guys, you know, they don't talk the same as you, and it's fine to enjoy time with people, guys. You know, you have to have downtime as well. So, you know, you're not always going to be talking about your purpose and your business. You're going to be partying and having fun as well. But let's just say you're in a bad place, guys. You don't like where you're at the moment, okay? You're not getting enough income. You're not physically where you want to be. You're not mentally where you want to be. You have to kind of allow yourself, okay, let me try and maneuver myself into a different position. That these people over here are fine, but let's try and move on a little bit. Let's try and move to a better position, guys. Let's try and move to, now we're growing in this position. We're in a place that can kind of, you know, grow through and evolve beyond others' expectations, okay? Where they think, okay, this guy's just going to be the same as me. Yeah, we're all good guys. We all just are shit. We're all just brokies and losers together. Allow yourself to grow out of that together, okay? Well, without them. I mean, not together, okay? So, and the community that you're in, guys, might ultimately stifle that, okay? And it will stifle your growth, guys, eventually, okay? It will not allow you to be the best you can be, guys, okay? So make sure you're putting yourself in a position that the people around you, whether it's, if you know, physical, spiritual, mental, monetary, whatever it is, guys, you can always be better, okay? Like I said, if you're flipping friends are flipping really rich or whatever, they may not be as physically as good as you. They may not be spiritually as good as you, waking up in the morning, you know, praying, whatever, being, not screwing people over. You know, like, spiritual is a big one as well, guys. Having spiritual authenticity and spiritual, let's say, abundance is really good as well. People just think about the money wise. But if you're spiritually good to people, you give money to people, you help people out, you help people, you know, when they're in need. Let's say you're friendly with people, you're professional with people. This is just as good as monetary, being physical, being mentally strong, because the world and the universe will allow these emotions to come back to you guys. It benefits people that are helping people. I'm just going to leave it at that one, guys. I don't want to get too new age hippie on you guys, but you guys know what I mean. You have to think rich. You have to think positive. You have to think spiritually. You have to think friendly. Think professional. Think good manners. Think, be better. I think people a lot of the times think that you're actually going to be, the more ruthless you're going to be, the more of an asshole you are, the more cocky and arrogant you are, then that's how you actually become more successful. That's actually not it, guys. You know, the more professional, the more friendly, the more kind you are, the more giving, the more open you are. Okay, now obviously not too open, guys. You don't want people to take advantage of you, okay? But the better you are to people, the universe, okay, will see that and it will raise you up over time. So, ultimate self-belief doesn't need proof from external achievements. You believe in your own potential, guys, even when the results aren't visible. Guys, let me tell you something, bro. This is the biggest one for me, guys, because when I first started this channel, bro, I straight up did the thing without getting paid for a year. Full year, I didn't get paid, guys. I wasn't monetized for a year. Then I started getting a few hundred, then it grew from there, okay? This year is obviously the best year. Like, every year it goes up and gets better. All the time my subscribers are getting better. All the time I'm getting better, okay? And it's not just from one aspect of your work. People call it serendipity, okay? From whatever you are good at, okay, let's say you're, you know, a big farmer. Okay, it's not that your farming is going to get you money or spiritually better or mentally better or help others, but what may come from that. Somebody might see you farming someday and say, hey, I want to invest in your business. You know, maybe you put your farming business on Instagram and people might see that and say, hey, I want to invest in your potato crisps. I want to invest in your potato company. And then you get a lot of money from there, guys. Okay, it's not just from the YouTube channel. People think just YouTube. Oh my god, you have to get paid from YouTube, guys. The opportunities that I've got from the channel is like nothing else. It's completely changed my life, completely, guys. Okay, and we're building up, guys. Dude, wait till I tell you guys, it's crazy. So it's not just from the channel. Okay, people think, wow, this guy has so many subscribers, this guy has so many views, or it's not that, guys. Okay, it's the opportunities that you guys receive from putting yourselves out there and being friendly to people, being kind to people, giving back to others. Okay, that's what you get, guys. All right, and even when the results aren't there yet, guys, you have to believe that you can achieve. Okay, when I first started YouTube, like I said, guys, I had like 50 subscribers. I was like, this shit is just not gonna happen. I didn't have this at all, guys. I was like, this is bullshit. So I kept changing, kept chopping, different reactions, different this. I was doing fitness content. I was doing this content. You have to keep changing, guys. Okay. And, you know, I had massive self-confidence. After about like 3 months, I was like, okay, this is it, guys. I'm going to make it, right? Because one video kind of blew up. I think I got like 300,000 views. And after that, guys, it doesn't even matter, bro. I'm just going to continue because the ultimate self-belief is that it can happen again and better. Okay, and it will, okay? Life is always going to get better. There's always going to be ups and downs, guys, but eventually you will get better, guys. So even when you don't see results, if you guys don't see money coming in straight away, but you're helping people positively and you're making people feel good, and, you know, whatever, you're making yourself feel good, you're fulfilling your own sort of, you know, achievements or whatever, well, what do you care about the money coming in for, guys? You know, it's like when you go to the gym. The first month, you aren't going to see any results. 0 results. It's going to build up your endurance. The second month is when you're going to see results, guys, because you're going to have that muscle endurance and you're going to be able to bench press more weight, okay? And that endurance on the bench press over the next 2 or 3 months after that is when you see results, not the first month. Weightlifting is the first sort of thing that you'll do as a man, okay? That gives you the idea that you can achieve things, that you can change things. Okay, your body sucks, you're a little skinny bitch, right? You have a pencil neck. Okay, when you start working out, then everything changes, guys. You start getting big, your arms jacked, you get strong as hell, your legs get bigger, your back gets stronger. So that's the first sort of recognition that you can change yourself and become better. Then comes the money, then comes the status, whatever you guys want after that, okay? But the first thing, it starts with the weights, guys. It starts with working out, okay? Every single successful person that has, you know, any sort of status talks about this, guys, online. So make sure you're doing stuff even when the results aren't visible, guys. Okay, and that's an interesting one too, guys, because people will say to you, and it won't be you, guys, you'll believe in yourself, but people will say to you, hey, Chris, why are you doing all this work if you're getting paid shit right now? Because they don't see the long term. You see how it is, guys? They would never, and when someone says that to you, guys, just know that they will never be successful because they don't have that. That's a key mindset to have, guys. Because they'll say to you, hey, why are you doing all this work? Like, why are you doing all this now if you're not getting paid for it right now, you know? Because they don't see that long-term success. This is straight up how it is, guys. And they'll never be successful, bro, because they can't invest in something that doesn't pay them straight away. This sort of, short-term gratification, getting your next week's paycheck. It's always next week's paycheck. And the thing is, guys, next week's paycheck always comes. It always comes, guys. It's not like it's not going to happen. Just get any random job and you'll get next week's paycheck. But Robert Kiyosaki in that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, talks about this, guys. Once you get that paycheck, man, that's it forever, guys. Once you get that first paycheck, that's it forever. You're just on that roller coaster forever, guys. So I just stopped doing that, guys. I just had money saved up. I said, all right, that's it. I'm going to stop a paycheck and start getting long-term thinking, okay? And that's when everything changes, guys. When you start thinking this long-term gratification, don't be getting a degree in underwater basket weaving, okay? That's that famous quote, guys. Get a degree in like a doctor or a lawyer or a flipping, businessman or something that will help you guys in the future, man. Get like a proper degree, guys. Don't be getting a bullshit arts degree, some bullshit, guys. Like, these degrees are whack, dude. Like, you're not, even if you get like a maths degree, oh, I got a degree in maths. What the fuck? What the hell is a degree in maths? Who's gonna hire your ass? Like, how are you gonna add to a business, guys? How are you gonna make money? Unfortunately, nowadays, guys, if you want to make money, you have to sell to a lot of people, okay? If you want to help society, I have a bunch of books behind me here. Look, Zen, all these great, Aikido, all these educational books. Okay, we're helping society, okay? It's almost like a philosophy standpoint. Let's help society from a philosophy standpoint. But that's not how you make money, guys, okay? You improve society that way, okay? Because you're educating others and you're helping people and stuff. But if you want to make money, guys, you have to be able to sell yourself. You have to be able to sell your attention. You have to be able to sell things, okay? Don't just think, oh, yeah, okay, I'm super educated. I have a PhD in flipping Harry Potter books. There's a PhD in America in like Taylor Swift economics or like Taylor Swift studies or some bullshit. Like just ridiculous degrees, guys. And it's not even that you guys like those degrees or people like them degrees. It's just that people don't know what else to do. They're like, okay, well, I like Taylor Swift. Maybe I can make some money. Like they start to like manipulate you guys. Like, oh man, maybe having a degree in Swifty flipping economics is good to have. It's just like ridiculous, guys. So start thinking long term, man, and start thinking shit that's relevant that will sell, guys. Okay, that you can help people. Okay, if I get €10 a day from YouTube, okay, plus I get 10 people subscribing to my channel a day. That pay me €10 a day. If I get 10,000 people that pay me €5, that's way better than just a couple people paying me like a few hundred, okay? So you're trying to get a massive amount of people. You're trying to sell to a massive amount of people, guys. You're trying to scale your business, all right? So let's keep it going, guys. Quiet confidence versus loud affirmation, okay? True self-belief is silent. It doesn't need constant validation or affirmation. Okay, it's about quiet, unshakable certainty, not over displays of confidence. And this is actually something that you will learn as well, guys, after 25. And obviously the second part of this video is ultimate self-belief. But you don't have to be loud and telling everyone, hey, my goals are this, and I have these lofty goals. And, when you start telling people all your goals and shit, bro, this shit, you sound like a clown, because when you don't hit those goals, all those people are just thinking now, this guy's a straight clown. This guy's an idiot, bro. Like, I don't want to be talking about certain people, guys, but there's just so many people that I've come across in my lifetime that have just told me stuff that just never came to fruition. I think back, I'm like, I never used to tell anybody my goals. Like, straight up, guys, they're like, what do you want to do with this YouTube channel? I said, when people ask me that today, guys, and I have 100,000 subscribers, they ask me that today, and I get how many views a month? 600,000 this month, I think, 1 million last month, like from shorts and from whatever, it doesn't matter, long-term views. I'm always like, I don't know, just see how it goes, like, I'm just putting the work in, like, I don't really know, like, hopefully I get something from it, for sure, I'm like, really, putting my whole into it, but you're not going around telling people your goals like an idiot, guys. You're telling people what you've achieved. Tell people what you've achieved. Brag about what you've achieved. I got 100,000 subscribers. I got this many views. Talk about that stuff, guys, because I want to hear from my friends their success. When my friend told me the last day, he's like, dude, I earned €50,000 a year from this new job that I got from this huge corporation in the US, working from home. I'm like, dude, my man, like that's fire. Like I'm like happy for him. Like we're like embracing each other and shit. Like we're happy because it's an achievement, right? But when you tell people I'm gonna be the next Conor McGregor, okay, and the shit doesn't happen. Oh, hey, Tomas Cummins, what's up, brother? But when you tell people your achievements and the shit doesn't come to fruition, guys, you look like a clown, dude. Like straight up, bro. You just look like a clown, bro. And it's like there's no way around that, guys. There's no way around that. It's like you can't you can't like bro, I don't like I said I don't want to talk about people, but bro, it was, and everyone knows this guy, bro. Everyone knows this guy in secondary school or in college or you know, under when they were younger, that was like a big guy into MMA, guys. Especially when Conor McGregor was big time. You know, they were big into MMA, they were big into fitness, they were big into, you know, boxing and martial arts and fighting and stuff. And they had all the gear, they had all the culture, they knew they knew everything about everything. But they just really, you know, they told you that the guys used to tell me, I used to be in college, guys used to tell me, Chris, I am going to be in the UFC in 4 years. And I like, dude, I'm a positive guy. I was like, okay, bro, that's awesome, dude. Like, bro, that is awesome. Okay, because you never shit on someone's dreams. Okay, you never shit on someone's dreams. But, bro, I was like, that's fucking awesome. But then I asked him, when did you last fight? And he's like, I haven't fought in 2 years. I'm just like, does this guy not reflect on like what he is talking about? Like, how can you be in the UFC in 4 years' time if you haven't fought in the last few years? You haven't taken a fight. You haven't progressed in that area. You know what I mean, guys? Like, bro, like you need to be progressing, guys. And if you're not, please do not be telling everyone your lofty goals, bro. Okay, tell people your achievements. Tell people physically like what you can read like on tech. Like if someone says, hey, we want to offer you €1,000,000 to become the next astronaut, okay, and you get the text and you hear and Elon Musk rings you, Chris, you know, we want you to become an astronaut. Make sure that you actually are positive. Then you can tell people, okay, guys, if it falls through, it falls through. But make sure that you actually have it in writing, on call, recorded. Hey guys, so just so you know for yourself, guys, that a lot of these a lot of these certainties are not just, you know, overt displays of like this kind of fake confidence. You know what I mean, guys? Make sure you're actually like, you know, telling people your achievements and not just your goals. Okay, because the goals are just bullshit, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, check it out, guys. We're going on to the next one. So, self-belief without comparison. Most advice on confidence is comparing yourself to others, guys. Okay, true self-belief is internal and exists without a benchmark. And this is one thing you guys will learn, man, if you guys do social media, bro. Like, you never compare yourself to other people, guys. I remember when I had like 5,000 subscribers, I was like, oh man, I'm getting more subscribers than this guy. I'm getting more than this. I'm getting more views. I'm getting, you know, and you're kind of comparing yourself to like these like people that don't even know you exist, and just nonsense, guys. Like I remember I was just like, oh man, I want to get like, you know, as many as this guy. I want to, not like I wanted to be better than the person, but you want to be on the same level as your like, as the people that you've started doing your purpose for. Okay, one of the reasons, you know, you start, you know, a YouTube or whatever, you start an Instagram or you start, you know, speaking on camera is to help people, and then you have people that you want to replicate. So you're like, okay, I can like be up there with this guy. Okay, this is stupid shit, guys. Like your confidence should kind of come from yourself. Okay, no benchmark is needed, guys. You don't need a benchmark. So your self-trust, guys. Okay, that inner voice and rationality can't explain it. You just trust your gut and you have a radical self-belief in yourself, guys. This, like I said, the whole name of the video is ultimate self-belief, guys. You know, ultimate self-belief, not perfection. You know, you're not perfect, guys. You know, you're not going to get everything correct, okay? But when things go wrong, you can kind of be like, okay, this was a shit month. Okay, this was a shit year. We're going to keep going. We're going to bounce back stronger. We can handle it, guys. Your shoulders get stronger, guys. What did I say? I said something in my Instagram stories the last day. I said, the weights don't get lighter. You just get stronger. Now, that shit is corny as fuck, guys. I know that shit is corny as hell, but it's true, guys. You know, over time, the shit doesn't get easier. It's just that you guys get better. Like I said, I was posting 25 videos a goddamn. Dude, I was posting so many videos. It was crazy in the beginning. That's obviously not, you know, that's not long term. Like, you can't do that shit long term, guys. It's impossible to do that long term. But you get resilient, guys. You know, you build that foundation on whatever you're doing. Let's say you work as a construction worker. Maybe you do the weekends for the first 3 or 4 years. Then when you go back to working your regular 9 to 5, 5 day a week or 4 day a week shift, you know, you've cut down from the 7 day week shift to the 4 day shift, you know, or 5 day shift. You know, working those 4 or 5 days, it's going to be massively easier because you've built that kind of mental resilience. It's not that it's like physically any less, because it won't be. I mean, the same work in construction, like if you guys ever like did concrete work or any of that stuff, you know, it's still going to be heavy and it's still going to be hard and stuff like that to do the work. But because you've done so much work outside that 7 days a week work, going back to your little 4 day a week, you know, session or a 5 day a week work week, things are going to be way easier, okay? So now that I used to do 20 videos, I used to do, guys, ridiculous amount of, and the videos were shit quality kind of, because I was getting like no views because the videos, I wasn't even talking about anything. I was just pumping out videos as bullshit, right? So like, but now that I've done all those videos in the past, now in the future, I'm like, okay, well, I can kind of like, you know, do it a lot easier. Just doing 5 videos a day, that's nothing. 10 videos a day sometimes, that's nothing compared to what I was used to doing, okay? So you're getting the hard bit, this shit done first, and then when you look back, it'll be easier, okay? Hold up a sec, guys. Yeah, so one of the main ultimate self-beliefs is owning your narrative, guys. Ultimate. Yo! Appreciate the €2 Tomas. Please show some loves for Tomas, guys. Give him a like, brother. Hold up. Let me try and like this shit, bro. Much love to Tomas, brother. Much love to Tomas Cummins, my main man. Hope you're doing good, brother. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the €2, man. Every single time someone donates is like the best thing in the world, so I appreciate you guys so much, bro. I appreciate it. Okay, I love you guys. Owning the narrative, guys. Ultimate self-belief comes from shaping your own story, not allowing others to define your story, guys, okay? So not allowing people to say, hey, this is how I view you, this is how you should be, this is what you should be doing, guys. You know, be your own author of your life. You know, not someone else's side character or something like that. I remember like Joe Rogan said that, guys. Joe Rogan, the professor of the world, like Joe Rogan, he said like, pretend you're like a movie character in your own movie. You know, although that is corny again, guys, that is a bit flippant, you know, corny. Understand that you want to be like your own character in your success, guys. Okay, not someone else's character. Okay, try and be yourself, man. Don't be kind of like following too many other people. The problem is, I think, as well, is when you follow too many outside people, and I'm talking about successful people, guys. If you're reading loads of successful people, I just watch, you know, business people all day long, successful business people all day long, and you kind of start to get like pulled in different directions, like, okay, I should be here, I should be here, I should be here, and it's a bit too much. Like, you know, it's like that one meme. It's like, you know, I'm 25 now, I should get a dog, I should get married, I should have kids, I should flip and go on holiday, I should go travel, I should, like, there's just too many things to do, guys. There's always going to be like something else. You know what I mean? And you kind of have to pick something and stick with it for a few years, guys. Don't be just flipping, you know, going off somewhere else doing some crazy shit, guys. Try and stick with it, guys. Have like a good narrative in your head where you're like, okay, like, I trust myself to do this, guys. You know, success will be hard, but it's not a natural state. It might not manifest, but trust where you're heading, even through all the challenges and even through all the different aspects of it. Okay, it will eventually happen, guys. You know what I'm saying? And the self-belief isn't comfortable, guys, okay? The self-belief isn't comfortable. People will test your self-confidence, guys. Okay, they'll say, you can't do this, you can't do this. I would just personally start laughing, or just kind of, you know, keep it pushing, guys. Don't be too involved with people's comments. You know, I always say this, guys, and I heard this, I can't even remember who I heard this from, but, you know, the comments and the self-beliefs that you guys get, the negative stuff I'm talking about, okay, will come, okay? They absolutely will come, guys. But most people will not become successful, and they can easily become successful, but the reason they're not is because the comments, guys, okay? Because they're so connected with the comments, they're so like involved with all the shit that, oh man, I can't, and then, you know, you can't, guys. If you keep telling yourself you can't do some shit, it's never gonna happen, guys. That's why you kind of need that little bit of self-belief, that little bit of arrogance, just a little bit to kind of be like, no, I can't do that shit. I shouldn't be listening to this person over here. That's stupid, you know. But it will be tested, guys. That self-belief, oh my God, that shit will be tested all the time. When you have a bad month in business, guys, okay, let's say you have a bad month on Instagram, okay? You're making loads of money. Let's say you have a dip. Let's say whatever, your girlfriend breaks up with you. she posts some shit comments to your Instagram, whatever, guys. And you guys start internalizing all that stuff, all right? Let's say people start posting loads of shit. Oh, this guy sucks. This guy's whack. Like when Molly-Mae and what's your man's name? The boxing guy, anyway. You know, you guys all know the British boxer, man. Fury, Tyson Fury's younger brother. When they broke up together, guys, his Instagram, I just went on his Instagram, and I don't follow these people. I don't even fucking know who they are. Molly-Mae, right? They're on the Love Island. I just went on his Instagram. It was just streams of hate, guys. So not only are you breaking up with your girlfriend, you're losing money, you're losing your partner. You're just getting streams. Yeah, Tommy Fury, my man. Tommy Fury. He was just getting streams of hate comments. So it's like the shit is like piling on top of each other, guys. The shit is like quadrupling on top of each other. Okay, and that sort of self-belief. And I don't think he's ever stopped boxing though. Even when you lose a fight, let's say you lose a fight like Jake Paul. Like I said, I don't really. Hold up. Like I said, I don't follow it too much, but I know Jake Paul was fighting your man Tommy Fury, and he lost. Look now, he's fighting Mike Tyson. So they're sort of like just constantly driving forward, never getting hindered on one thing. Even look at Conor McGregor, guys. Conor McGregor is nuts, bro. Like, that dude is just insane, bro. I love Conor McGregor. His spirit, I mean, not his actions are just wild, but his spirit is just unbelievable, guys. He was literally on the dole. He was getting welfare. Then he became literally a billionaire. And then he hasn't had a fight in 4 years, but he's still as relevant today as he was when he was at his peak. Like, what the hell? Bro, he's so relevant still. Like, he's still getting put in the news every day. He's still so relevant, you know. That could be because, like, he keeps saying that he's going to fight or whatever, but doesn't actually fight. So it's kind of like fake relevance or whatever. But he's still relevant. Like, if you look at someone like Eminem, guys, you know, people always talk shit about Eminem, you know, whatever. And yeah, Eminem's old, whatever. He's old now. But people say he's not relevant anymore. He still gets more streams than, like, any rapper, guys. He still breaks all records. Like, it's unbelievable. People don't understand that. Like, it's ridiculous, guys. Eminem, although he's not relevant, okay, he still gets, like, more streams, I think, than, like, Drake or some crazy shit. Or at least more, like, record sales or something. He gets, like, crazy amount of record sales. So, it's unbelievable, guys. And talk about Suicide Boys for a second. Here's a good one. Much love to my mate Tom Cummins for reminding me about this one. I used to listen to Suicide Boys, who were like rappers way back in the day, guys. And they had like massive self-belief in that. They're basically rappers, okay, from somewhere in the South in America, okay, and Louisiana, I think. And they had like no self-belief, okay, for a long time, because their own community, their own area, the southern states of America, hated their rap music. Their rap music sucks, right? Everyone's saying their rap music shit. And I personally love their rap music. I think their rap music is fire. But people in their home area hated their shit, guys. Okay? But people in Russia, they actually blew up first in Russia. Okay? They actually blew up. Yo, Chris, hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. Bro, you guys are too good, bro. Hold up. I gotta come back to this story, bro. Chris, man, I love you as well, brother. I appreciate the support. But Suicide Boys blew up in Russia first. Okay? And then now they're loved in America, okay? The last place for them to be loved was Louisiana, okay? Literally, they just took a picture with Drake the last day and they were getting streams of hate and they just said, oh, fuck you guys, you know, who gives a shit, right? So it's a crazy dynamic that the people in your home area will fucking hate your shit, guys. that's just how it is. That's why I think a lot of people leave. That's why a lot of people move country. They want to escape something. Now, not escape in a way of like, you can't become successful, because definitely when you move somewhere, like look at Conor McGregor, he moved abroad to become successful. He moved to different areas. All these actors from Ireland, they moved to America to become successful. This is why people, the hate and shit is enormous in your home country, no matter where it is. You could be living in Sweden, and let's say you move to flipping Italy, and then you blow up. It's because the people where you're from see you as not as the successful person or not as this talented person. You know, you're not respected in this area. So I totally get that, guys. So move to a place that you're respected. If it's in Italy, if it's in flipping Spain, the Netherlands, if it's wherever it is, guys, You know, move to somewhere that you're respected and loved, guys. Don't be just sitting in the same shit place that fucking everyone hates your ass, you know. All up, Chris. Much love, Chris, my man. I love you, brother. Love this live stream. Wise words, keep it. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother, so much, man. You guys don't even know how much that the €2 helps, guys. It's like everything to me, guys. It's everything to me. So I really appreciate that, bro. So, that's what I'm trying to say, guys. Like move to somewhere where you're appreciated at. Like, if you're not if you're not appreciated at your job, maybe go on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not appreciated somewhere else, you know, I know a lot of stories, like, because I talk to a lot of different YouTubers and people on social media now, like, so just a good few guys that I never talked to before this year, and they're telling me like crazy stories, like Unstable TV. I actually have to do a live stream with them, but they're also reactors and stuff, and they moved to Australia, guys, because they basically just said Ireland just didn't respect their shit, they didn't like their stuff, and now they're having an amazing time in Australia, and like everything's working out for them. So, but like I said, if you're going there just for like holidays and shit, that probably is not the best idea, like traveling and stuff. But if you're moving there to do something, oh yeah, that's an amazing thing to do, guys, you know. And they're blowing up over there, guys, in Australia. So go over to their YouTube and show them some love as well. So, curiosity as self-belief. So self-belief isn't always about certainty. It's about being curious enough to explore new avenues, okay? Trusting things that you'll figure out along the way, guys. And, you know, like I said, that kind of serendipity, guys, if you're doing, you know, whatever, Instagram, construction, if you're a pilot, it might not be that you are a pilot, okay? Maybe you're a pilot, and then, you know, you put your funny sort of intercom speaking over the flipping, you know, over to the passengers. You know, you guys know when the flipping pilots kind of speak to all the passengers and shit. You know, and then someone records it on the plane, and then you blow up, you become famous, make lots of money from that. You know, you guys don't know where the money will come from, or the status might come from, guys. It might not just come from you flying a plane. There's this famous, like, weather presenter, I think, in the US, and he's famous for, like, dancing and stuff. He's like a break dancer. He's like the best dancer I've ever seen, guys. He presents the weather, but he also does break dancing. Like, it's just the craziest shit ever. So, you know, and he became famous from just putting up his posts on his Instagram, and now he's making way more. He's way more status than he ever would have thought, guys. And it's not just that from his opportunities, okay? It's from him trying different shit, guys. You gotta try different areas. If you work in Subway, there's a lot of people over the pandemic. I saw one guy, he had a body cam on. He does Subway. He makes Subway. One guy works in Burger King. Dude, you can't even make this shit up. This is true shit, guys. You can just Google this. There's just YouTubers that just post their POVs, straight up POV, like with their body cam, like a GoPro, while they're making their Subway sandwiches. Millions of flipping euro, millions of flipping success, all the flipping money, success. Everybody loves them. People would come into the Subway. Oh, you're that guy that that has that huge channel. You know, the craziest shit ever, guys. So, and it's from making sandwiches, you know, and crazy, because he would say interesting shit while he's making the sandwiches, and it was just crazy, guys. You gotta try it, and new opportunities, explore different ideas. Whatever you're doing, guys, whatever job you have right now, man, try different ideas. Let's say you work for an IT company. Let's say, hey, go to the manager one day. Hey, like, I have an idea, like, to post this to Instagram. How about we post this to Instagram for, like, the recruiting process? We could get better recruits. Oh, absolutely, Chris, that's a good idea. And then you get the recruits in. The recruits make the company more business, and then you go back to your manager and ask for a raise. Hey, by the way, like, I got 3 really good salespeople in last week. Can I get a raise? Yeah, sure, we'll give you €10,000 extra this year. You guys don't know, like, it could just come from anywhere. So make sure that sort of new avenues are being explored, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you all so much. I appreciate the love and support, man. I'm about to go to bed because I am exhausted. Much love. I'll try and do these live streams like every day, every second day. Appreciate the love, guys. Thank you so much for the money, man. I appreciate you all so much. You don't even know it. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace. Oh, actually, there was one comment I was supposed to talk about. Hold up. I apologize, guys. I did a degree in BA Contemporary Applied Arts, Ceramics, Glass, and Textiles. Donald O'Brien. Well, hey, brother, that degree is good, man. Okay, that degree is a good degree. Just make sure you're using it in a certain way that, Chris, Thomas, man, enjoy your night. I appreciate you guys. Much love to you guys, man. I'll chat again soon, okay?